Hello, divine, beautiful souls. This is Energy Speaks Podcast with your host, Catriel. So today is July 3rd. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. And today is Shabbat. So I want to give a little bit of an energy update for the week and, really touch base with you guys. So I'm about to head out on a epic road journey to pick up one of my good friends and do some connecting outside of Florida. And I've been doing many road trips this year, and the first one kicked it off last year. I went on my first road trip by myself in August of last year, and this is the fourth one that I'm doing. It's been absolutely incredible journey. But I want to start off with really honoring the energies of today. And so today is Saturday. Today is ruled by Saturn, and it is Shabbat. You know, the significance of Shabbat is in relation to, like, if you were born on Shabbat. It is said that those who were born on Shabbat often leave this world on Shabbat when they die. That kind of was put out into the universe by David, King David. That's how he kind of knew he was going to leave on a Shabbat, which he did because he was born on one. A little bit of Kabbalistic little thoughts there. But what's really beautiful about Shabbat is, okay, we have this idea of Saturn being this, like, get your shit together, and it's very restrictive, but it's filled with foundations and decisions, and what decisions you want to make and what you want to commit to. It's kind of like the CEO leadership role, right? Well, when I think of Shabbat, that is not what I necessarily think. It's not what I feel. And what's beautiful, I'm just going to take a breath for a second. Just really breathe in the Shabbat air. Hashem, God, Spirit, Source, it was said that Hashem created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh, being Shabbat. And for me, Shabbat is really having that divine connection with Source, with our Creator, and allowing our commitment to be with that connection. And that can incorporate nature, it can incorporate, our friends and family. It could be even alone time. But taking that day, that section of the day, okay, and carving out time for your connection with Source. Now that's beautiful. That's powerful. Often I will, like last year, for instance, me and my friend Renata and Liat and Alina and Aliza and so many others, we would get together every Saturday morning and study Torah. And it was so beautiful because we had that connection with Source, and it was very unique of us all gathering together, and how we made that a priority. where we would do Kabbalat Shabbat on the beach, with all of our friends of Shabbat Kalot. This day is powerful. And another aspect of Saturday is what Shabbat is. If you were born on this day, you get a little extra help from the universe with your soul mission. I've been listening to a lot of Sahara Rose lately. I was just gifted last Shabbat after literally listening to her podcasts all week. Ironically, I had not really listened to podcasts before creating my own. The only podcast I probably listened to was Chris Witecki, which I absolutely love and got my foundations of astrology with. But my friend Liat, who will appear later on our podcast, I believe her date is August 18th, my granny's birthday. But she told me about Sahara Rose, and I was like, okay, I'll try out a podcast. I mean, I'm doing them now, so let's see how this rolls, right? And oh my gosh, like, such beautiful energy. If I ever get a chance to meet her, it will be divine, because we really talk about very similar ideas, ideals, values, life, dharma. Her new book is why I can't remember, but it's about dharma. And I started reading it this morning officially, because I started getting all these downloads previously, just being in the presence of it. And I was, like last week I was sitting in the car and I was listening to them all week, and I was thinking to myself, man, I really want this book. Like, I really feel like it would benefit my life. And she comes from an Ayurvedic perspective, and studied Ayurveda and went to India, and her life is really incredible. All of the challenges she faced, coming into this world with, her family coming from Persia, and she had a lot of obstacles, and I really related to her a lot. And to read her perspective on soul missions, dharma, is really incredible. And she created this new archetype system, which is really cool. And, it allows you, I feel when I listen to her, it's not just the words, it's the energetics, You'll get downloads several hours after even listening to her, or sometimes right during the middle of the episode. But I really like what she brings to the table, and it's a really valid topic. Like, what are we doing with our lives, right? What is our dharma? What is our soul mission? Why were we created? And what are we doing with it? Like, what are we doing with our lives? And I really often think of this question on Shabbat, because I have this access point with Hashem, with Source, with the Master, the source of all creation. And to be able to have that dialogue on Shabbat, it's a portal way. We open Shabbat with Kabbalat Shabbat, and we close it with Havdalah. And what's so awesome as well is we get a little extra energy on Shabbat in regards to even our loved ones, those who've passed, are often guided back to this world to be with us, and then they leave as the angels take them on. We start we start Shabbat, when we're lighting the candles at home, with Shalom Aleichem. It's one of my most favorite songs, and it's really talking about bringing in the angels. And I work with the angels quite often, specifically Archangel Michael. Very, very close to Archangel Michael in his energy, as well as Archangel Gabriel. Those have appeared through my lifetime very, very deeply. And that's just a little bit about myself. But as we're here on Shabbat today, I encourage you, for your future, Shabbat, Friday evening to Saturday evening, observe the energy, observe your connection with the divine, and take some time for yourself. One of the reasons why it's such a powerful day, other than, the creator of the universe, taking a rest on this day, is that so many beings are doing it with you at the same time. And there are major energy with when multiple people are gathering, and that can be in spirit. So I encourage you, even if you're not Jewish, to really observe the energetics of Friday evening to Saturday evening. It will blow your mind or, activate something within you. And then tomorrow we're going into 4th of July, and, I am proud to be an American. We're not perfect, just like any other country in the world, but we stand together, and that's powerful. When we stand together, it's so beautiful. We've had so many different things happen within, the existence of this country. And I thank all of the veterans out there for serving. And I also want to, say thank you to my cousin, Verge, who just recently passed away. And I'll talk more about that in a different episode. But I just lift his soul up today as well. But, it's with our country, we really know how to stand together. And it's time to do that, outside of tragedy. It's time to do that because we are the United States of America. So I encourage you, to reach out to, your family, your loved ones, even say hello to people, you don't even know, and wish them a happy 4th of July, and thank you for existing and being a part of my reality. Are powerful energies, especially on days that, like the 4th of July. We're in the middle of Cancer season, right? And that brings in a lot of nurturing energy, centered on the home, the family, which makes a lot of sense why, the founding of this country is celebrated on the 4th. We're looked at as one family unit, and I love that. We're also in a Taurus moon. We just went into a Taurus moon probably an hour or so ago. That's great. And that brings in, what are our values? And so a lot of emotions may come up within values. And part of those values, I feel like, with bringing in the 4th of July is how, where's our integrity? Where's our respect? Where is our loyalty? Do we honor one another? And setting aside politics and all of that stuff, right? Like, we're human beings having a human experience. And the fact that we can stand together on the 4th of July as we light off fireworks, that we have these family celebrations, which we didn't get to have last year. Most of us did not get to have this last year because, this country was going through, the whole world was going through a major shift and change. So it really allows us to see the contrast of how we did not get to celebrate any of these things. And it brings in one of the major values of gratitude, being able to be with one another in one space, grounding in those energies with food, celebrating with fireworks, and sharing our love with one another through friendships and public gatherings is huge. It's huge after the year we just had, where none of that was even possible. And I thank every one of you for being here, for shining your light, for existing. Because, we're here on this earth. We're meant to live it up, to experience things fully. And as we collectively, experienced last year, and, some people had a really good year, some people did not, but we can honor and respect one another and still have gratitude for what we have now. So, as you go into this 4th of July weekend, keep that in mind, keep that in spirit, that, each moment is precious. And, yeah. And so, we still have the rest of Cancer season. You probably won't hear from me for a month because of the in regards to specific energy updates. But I'm really honored to just have this space, the sacred space, to be able to speak my truth here in this moment, at this time. And when I return, we'll be in the heart, and I say the heart of Leo season. And we also have this transition period, right? From the nurturing, the going inward, the being with family, all of these energetics of Cancer season, and really fine-tuning our nurturing behavior. Okay? Something I also want to explain is we have 30 degrees to each zodiac, right? Which 12 times 30, makes up this 360. So when we get to the first, 10 degrees, we have, this inward journey going on. So in this instance, it's Cancer season, right? Really nurturing ourselves. When we get to the second set, which is like the teens, right? From 10 to 19, we're able to really, nurture the relationships around us. And with that, like for instance, today we're in step 11, which is the I become energy, the Virgo energy of really embodying the Cancer season. That's literally what Virgo is, the embodiment, the goddess energy, the god or goddess energy. And, as we embark and keep moving forward with this energy, we're going to get to the last set, and that's the 20s. And that's where we start learning and really integrating the lessons of Cancer season within the sun, okay? And that's why I like to also look at Hebrew astrology, because it brings in another aspect where it's this transition from Cancer to Leo, because they honor Leo season when the new moon hits. So that being said, we have 2 more moons before that happens. And part of the integration period, and transition period in regards to the 20s, is that we're starting to really take in the lessons of Cancer season and also incorporating the Leo energy within our day-to-day life. And so that being said, Leo is all about leadership. It's all about living in your heart space. It deals with ego. And ego does not have to be a bad thing. A lot of times we paint this picture of the ego, but the ego allows us to be able to survive sometimes, Like, we have to have more so not a non-existent ego, more so like a healthy ego. A winged ego, as Chris Witecki puts it, which I love. We have all these different tools and honoring them for what they are. So then, we're going to be stepping in to this leadership role within our life and leading from our heart. And that's paired with this nurturing energy. So like, as we're working on our solar plexus deeply, we move into the heart and we take this energy and we connect the soul, the solar plexus, with the heart space. And, that's powerful. And with that, I want to share with you a little meditation that I've done before. And it's breathing through this particular, connecting the solar plexus with the heart. So I want to take 3 breaths through the solar plexus area, then 3 breaths from the heart space, and then the third set of 3 will be taking that breath and centering your energy in the solar plexus and bringing it up to the heart space. Okay? So let's just take 1 deep breath and breathe it through our entire being, and exit any energies that no longer serve us. Let's begin this. So through the entire being. And our first breath through the solar plexus. Hold. And exit. Number 2. In. Hold. And exit. Number 3. In. Hold. And exit. Now into the heart space. In. Hold. And exit. Through the heart space number 2. In. Hold. And exit. Last one for the heart. In. Hold. And exit. Now moving that energy from the solar plexus to the heart. In. Through the solar plexus. Move it all the way up to the heart. Hold. And exit all the way down through the solar plexus. Again. In through the solar plexus. Move it up into the heart space. Hold. And exit through all the way down through the solar plexus. One more time. In through the solar plexus. Move it up into the heart. Hold. And down through the solar plexus and out. One last breath through the entire being. I hope that gave you a little bit of a recharge for today. And remember that when you need a little extra recharge and getting, in touch with your solar plexus, your soul mission, and your heart space, this is a good way to do so. Well, I love you all, divine, beautiful souls. I am on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. Well, more so Apple Podcast. iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Amazon Music. And if you listen to Energy Speaks podcasts on Apple Podcasts, please leave a review. I would love to hear what you think. And please hit the subscribe button. I'm also getting all of my material up on YouTube. Not all of it is out yet, but it will be. I love you all, divine, beautiful souls, and I hope you have a beautiful summer in month of July, and I will return to you in August with more energy updates. Goodbye, divine, beautiful souls. Over and out, Catriel.